If this is your first time watching one of these videos, or if you're a returning viewer, please hit that thumbs up so we can break into the algorithm, because I'm about to get straight into this. Tonight's performance was absolutely terrible for the entire Charlotte team. By most NBA metrics and standards, a couple of these Summer League teams have really played terrible, but none worse than the Charlotte Hornets team. They lost every game, and it was due to the simplest of basketball plays not being made. Now, I don't want to give Jello the amount of credit that I normally would, because today he did not show up at all. And it literally only feels so heavy because we know he has to. He has to literally play his tail off, his heart out every single game. And not saying he didn't tonight, but you can just tell his effort wasn't there. I don't know if something was bothering him, but we know somebody like LiAngelo Ball would have gotten his ass, for lack of words. And the way he was playing, I'll be honest, I've seen LaMelo and Lonzo play like that. There's been plenty games where Lonzo and LaMelo have had terrible shooting nights, and they've just made all the wrong plays, and they bounce back. The thing is, we know the world loves them, and their spots were solidified upon arrival. Jello's is not. And if I was going to make any executive decision, Ball ends off, he would not make this team. But neither would any of the other players either. Thor went back up with the ball 7-8 times throughout the game, or maybe in a couple possessions, and got blocked and contested each and every time. I've never in my life seen someone continuously try their hardest to score on tough defense with no ability to get the ball in. This entire team would get cut. No one played good at all. And if I have to be a real harsh critic, there's not one shooter or one great decision maker on that team. And LiAngelo Ball is the only one. And he didn't even do that properly tonight, which I don't expect him to be great every night. He has to be great every night because people are literally waiting on him to fail. That's one thing I know. There's people literally waiting on LiAngelo Ball to fail each and every game just so they can say, I told you he was trash, and he can't do that. He's not this type of player. He offers nothing to a team. And if tonight was the only time you ever seen LiAngelo Ball play basketball, you'd be 100% right. But he has a lot more good basketball ahead of him than bad basketball. This whole team is hard to get a rhythm on. LiAngelo Ball is a very rhythm-oriented player. All the Ball brothers are. That's why it didn't work out with Lonzo in LA, because he needed rhythm. None of those players were looking for Lonzo like he was looking for them. LaMelo, his rhythm is something that he creates because they trust the ball in his hands because he's crafty, when most guards in the NBA aren't that crafty. So at this point, Jello is at a loss and gave us possibly the worst ending to what we wanted to see from LiAngelo Ball. So stay tuned. Appreciate it if you got this far. I'm gonna have more uploads soon because I have more to say about Jello. I'm gonna analyze the performances a little more in depth, going over the entire Charlotte game. Definitely hit that sub. More Ball family coverage and analysis coming up, and we out.